check out the content on Brandon with a Y and here on NowayitsBrandyn. NowayitsBrandyn, power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy, NowayitsBrandyn, coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. We are back right at it with some more Riders Republic with the Red Bull series, the Red Bull sponsor series. So let's not waste any time. But this time I will try to take it just a little bit more slowly, maybe not too rushed here, but I just want to not waste your guys' time. So for day 2 of the Red Bull sponsor contracts, we have in bike race events accumulate points, and we have complete bike events and complete bike tricks events. So for this specific set of sponsor contracts, we're going to focus on, well, I'm going to focus on the bottom 2 contracts first, because you can basically complete both of these two, complete them both simultaneously, and also earn progress for them simultaneously. So it just says complete the bike events and complete bike trick events. But when you play bike trick events, it also counts toward the complete bike events. So if you were to play bike race events, then you would not earn progress for the bottom one that says complete bike tricks events. So you want to focus, or rather it would behoove you, beneficial to mainly focus on bike tricks. And the quickest bike tricks event that I know of is Splintered. So Splintered, it is basically just one run, and it's a pretty quick event. So I'm pretty sure for those of you guys that have seen me play Riders for years at this point, 2.5 years, almost 3, I think, I play Splintered a lot anytime I have to complete any sort of bike event or bike tricks event. So I will show you guys exactly what the rundown is. Oh, and then just so that you guys know exactly where it is on the map, it is over here in, what is this? Morro Rock, like the bottom of Morro Rock in Sequoia. So this is where Splintered is. Chapter 13 out of 23. If you do not have this unlocked, just keep playing through your bike tricks career or your bike career, and this is exactly where it is. So definitely one of my favorites for sure. So let's just press on here. But anyway, man, hopefully everyone is having a fantastic day, fantastic week, whenever you guys happen to be watching this. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this with the standard, or rather the default bike here. And I'm just going to keep playing on elite difficulty. It really doesn't matter which difficulty you play on, because all you have to do is just complete it. So you don't have to do anything fancy, and maybe just, hit a little manual just to get some kind of points on the board. Because sometimes, depending upon the patch for the game, you will experience some awkward bugs. So I don't know if, maybe one day Ubisoft patches the game so you can't just ride through the events without doing anything to earn progress. So the idea here is not to win, because the sponsor contracts do not ask you to win, they just say to complete them. So all you want to do is just keep riding all the way down here. Maybe do a trick or two if you'd like to, but the finish line is not too far away from the starting point. I'm just going to keep nose manualing to break through the snow, and then boom! That should be progress for both events, but I'm going to go ahead and check just to be sure here. So fantastic, that was completed, and now go back to the start point, and let's go ahead and check out the progress. And then boom, just like that, complete bike events and complete bike tricks events are 1 out of 5 for each. Now, for the top one, there is no progress because yes, it does say accumulate points, but remember the wording. The wording says in bike race events, not in bike events. If it just said bike events, then I would specify go crazy with the tricks, but in bike race events, this is not a bike race event, thus the tricks do not matter here. So just showing you guys that again, And I'm just going to go ahead and honestly play through it 4 more times. I mean, I'm only doing it because I want to do it with you guys in real time. Pause. But as you guys can see, you can use any bike you want, and you don't have to do anything, really. All you got to do is just ride down here and go far to the right. And it's cool that nose manuals give you some points on the board, just so that way at least the game can register that you're doing something, that there's, you know, some kind of effort being put forth. I kind of forget if there was one point where the game was like, okay, you didn't do anything, so we're not going to give you any progress. But I think we should be pretty good here. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much how I've always done it. I think there was a point in time where I had a few different methods, but I think once I started to play through Riders Republic to 100% complete the game, I was like, oh, I should just play Splintered to get some of these contracts done. So that's exactly what I was doing here. Because at the end of the day, it's like, why why stress about these contracts? You know what I'm saying? So, boom. And then I'll show it to you guys again. Should definitely be a 2 out of 5 for the bottom 2 sponsor contracts. And by the way, these videos are mainly for newer players, or maybe players that didn't know that there were technicalities with the sponsor contracts, because the wording can be kind of weird sometimes. Boom, 2 out of 5. Let's keep pressing forward. So these vids, like I said, are mainly for, actually, let me use a different bike. Why not? You could even do it with the Funky. Why not? We'll use the pizza one. But yeah, just as I was saying, these videos are mainly for anyone that's new to the game, or that's, you know, not really too into the sponsor contracts, because you got to put in a lot of work, which sometimes you do got to put in some level of work for the sponsor contracts. But that's why I'm here, to show you guys, you know, if you just want to get your stuff done, I'm going to show you the best ways to do it. That's, you know, not really requiring you to put in that much work. I mean, the only effort that you got to put in is just, I mean, it's not really effort at all. It's just kind of putting in the time. I mean, but it's not taking us too much time to do this. I mean, you don't got to sweat for this. You don't got to, you know, do anything too crazy. I'm just not sure if Ubisoft still has multiplayer contracts, because those ones, I do remember you got to put in some effort, because I think some of them you had to win some free-for-all events. But I think we should be good here for the time that we're going to be doing this. I mean, even if there are some multiplayer ones, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, at some point you're bound to win a free-for-all, and if there are multiplayer ones, I will show you guys the best way to go about them. Ooh, we got a Trek 1 done. Cool. And now we got a 3 out of 5 for the bottom 2. Just waiting for the star level to go away. Cool. And my thing too for these videos is like, yeah, they're supposed to be a little quicker, but there are some people that are like, man, you know, it's kind of tough to be going at it. It's tough to be going at it with these sponsor contracts day in and day out, because when it comes to these sponsor contracts, I was saying this in the last video, you got to be dedicated to be on the game every single day for at least like 15-30 minutes, depending upon the contract. So I know that for some people it's like, man, I got to do this 5 times in a row. I mean, it is the easiest way to go about it, but it's just that little bit of time investment. But if you got 15-20 minutes, 15-30 minutes rather every day, because, you know, not everyone is going to be super quick, not everyone is going to have the fastest gear. But if you got some time to spare, that's why I'm also playing through it. And I'm not really going to cut it too much, because I want to give it to you guys pretty raw, pretty face value here, because I want to play through it with you guys, if that makes any sort of sense, just so that at least if for some of you guys it's kind of a hassle to have to play through these 5 times in a row, I'm here to do it with you. Or if you guys have other contracts that are kind of demanding with your time or effort, I am also here to play in real time. Boom, 4 out of 5, already almost there. And now we're gonna just pick this bike. Why not? I at least want to have a different bike up every single time. So we've been playing this for about 8-ish minutes, so not too much time. Get a little bit of speed, but yeah, I mean, it's really cool for me to show you guys just how easy it is to complete a lot of these contracts. I mean, you really do not have to be stressing, and it's like, I really do enjoy showing you guys when you can save some time. I mean, when you can pretty much kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And these videos hopefully encourage people to ask me questions regarding sponsor contracts in general. I mean, feel free to ask me anything, whether if it's pertaining to the contracts, if it's off topic. Feel free to leave a comment regarding anything. I don't want you guys to feel like that you have to limit yourselves with your comments, like, oh, you know, this video isn't about this, but I just wanted to mention this or ask a question about that. Please feel free. That's what these videos are all about. I'm just here to kick it. Boom! And now we should see at the bottom right that these bottom 2 contracts for Red Bull should be completed. Let's see here. Events completed. Fantastic. Yeah, Red Bull complete bike events is done. Boom, complete bike tricks events is done. So now we have to go and focus on the bike race. And for this one, I will show you guys exactly where to go. But you don't have to play this one. You can play really any bike tricks event. But remember, Splintered is better for bike tricks and just bike events in general. But for bike race tricks, sponsor contracts, I suggest Burnt Rubber. Burnt Rubber is not too far from Splintered. It's actually still in Sequoia. And this one is great because it's one of the shorter bike race events that I can honestly think of in this game. And it's still good enough to speed run through and to get your tricks in all in one run. So it's all just one run here. So we're gonna fly in, and I'm gonna also do this one using the default bike, just so that you guys can see that it's feasible to get done with the default. And by the way, I always leave everything on elite, just so that you can, you know, still make some progress for it, because why not? So boom, hit your tricks right here. Fantastic, a little bit of a fakie, why not? So when you get to these kind of bigger jumps, you just want to send it. So definitely do a tricker here too if you want to. There you go, like that. Even this right up here, this little bit of air that you get, boom, like that. Try to get some new tricks in there as well. This, like that, boom. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of a front flip. Look at that, we already got it. Bike race points. Too easy. Too easy. And now let's just focus on the race here. But definitely, if you have faster gear, a faster bike, please consider using that. Do not use the standard stuff, all the default gears. I'm just using it just so that way, if you guys do for some reason have default and you have Red Bull sponsors unlocked, but if you got any amount of stars, you should have something quicker than this. But I just want to show you guys, you can just get this done default gear pretty easily. It's really not that bad. So it's really not that bad. I guess we didn't hit the next rank yet, but let's just keep an eye on it. Okay, so we are, already rank 3, so cool. So now we gotta wait another 17 hours to get a fresh set of contracts. But hey, that was today's video for these. So these are just more quick hitters. These are gonna come at you guys daily because I just wanna, you know, grind through this with anyone that's grinding through the Red Bull contracts. Anybody that, you know, gets these contracts and you're like, oh man, there's a lot here. Because for some people, honestly, for these contracts, they might play through 5, 10, maybe 15 no, 5, 10, maybe 11 events instead of just 6 that we played, because we played, yeah, I think just 6 in total. So yeah, it's 5 out of 5 for each, but we completed the bottom 2 simultaneously, and we only played 1 extra event. So in total, we only played 6, but some people might play a race event or race events, and then, or some people might think that you might have to play a different event every single time. But if the sponsor contracts do not specify complete different bike events or complete different bike tricks events, you can keep playing the same ones over and over again. So it's pretty redundant. It can be boring, but it's the quickest way to do it. And so that's something to always keep in mind with these contracts. But anyway, guys, that is going to have to do it for this one. Another quick hitter. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content, that'd be absolutely stupendously fantastic. As always, guys, I also got gameplays for ATV Off-Road Fury 2 on the channel. Feel free to check that out. My animation channel at Brandon with the Y, putting in some work over there, and other gameplays to come on this channel. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And as usual, I will see you in the next one, and cue the outro.